Hi everyone. If you're online, please can I get a hi from you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It all depends on where you're watching this live from. This is Alma's vlog. This is Alma's vlog. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. If you are online, let me know. Hello. Hello. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you're online, please indicate. Let's proceed. Yes. I posted on my community that I'm going to be coming live to talk about spiritual spouse. Spiritual spouse. Okay. Yes. Many people. Hello. You're welcome. Many people come to me and say that, oh, they've gone to so many places, they've done spiritual spouse settlement in the past, and it's not effective. And I'll be like, okay, how was it done? Because that is the first question that I will ask you. How was it done? Okay, yes, because it's not everyone that knows exactly how to do spiritual spouse settlement. Okay, yes. Now, spiritual spouse settlement is done differently. All items are not the same. This is the mistake that some people make. Even when it has to do with your ndiotu, that is your realms, your spiritual growth, all materials are not the same. Now, you might come to me, right? And I do consultation for you and discover that, okay, this is what your spiritual spouse is requesting from you. I will add it up when I'm gathering the materials that I'm going to use for the spiritual spouse settlement. Now, another person might come to me and then I will use an entirely different thing for that particular person. All right? This is because all spiritual spouses are not the same. All spiritual spouses are not calm. There are aggressive ones. There are ones that are very tough, very stubborn. You have to also deal with them the way they wish, the way they have revealed that they want to be dealt with. That is why your own job, your spiritual work, might not exactly be the same thing with another, might not even be the same thing with your own mother, let alone a friend, because we all are different. That is why our thumbprints are all different. No one has the thumbprint, the same thumbprint with another, even if the person is your mother, even if the person is your father. That doesn't mean that both of you will have the same thumbprint. Okay? Yes. This is also applicable in spiritual work. That is exactly an important factor to note. All right? This factor will not be entirely ruled out. Now, taking us to another step, who did your spiritual settlement for you? Because We have lots and lots of spiritualists all over the internet. Even the real spiritualists they do not want to show themselves. The real spiritualists do not even want to show themselves. You know, I'm not saying that anyone is not good. Everybody have their own spiritual calling differently. It is not all spiritualists that handle spiritual consultation. It is not all spiritualists that handle spiritual spouse settlement. Okay? We all are different. We all are called differently. So you will note these facts before you go to someone and say, do my spiritual spouse settlement for me. Let's take, for instance, someone whom spiritual spouse is disturbing. All right, you will see somebody. You know that this is a woman that she is having issues in her relationships. Do you understand? She cannot even, the spiritual spouse issue she is having is not allowing her to, manage her home properly or even be in marriage. Okay, this means that the spiritual spouse of that particular person is already scattering things for her. Now you going there to tell the person to settle your own spiritual spouse for you. How does it sound to you? You should answer that. Okay, so that's another factor. Another factor is this: some people are not called in that area. This doesn't make them fake. It simply means that there are other areas that they are called, that they can concentrate on, and they'll be doing absolutely fine. All right, this is the reason you see someone might just use a little material, do your work for you, and the work will become effective within a twinkle. But you see some people that will do your work with, they'll even carry cow, carry this, do your work, and at the end of the day, you are still experiencing what you are experiencing. All right, yes. So today we are going to be talking about people whom the group of people that have already done their spiritual spouse settlement. Some of you have even done it severally, and at the end of the day, you're still experiencing the same thing that you have been experiencing over the years, like having sex in the dream, aggressive sex. Before I proceed with this fact, I'm not saying that whenever you have sex in the dream that it is because of spiritual spouse. It's not true. Sometimes witches can cause it. Sometimes again, spiritual spouse can cause it. Other times again, you might be having urge to have sex. You have that thought in your mind before going to bed. All right? Yes. Before going to bed, you had that urge. So by the time you go to bed, the same urge will be managing your brain. The same urge will be filled in your brain, and you'll be feeling like, okay, I want to have, sex. It could be a man, it could be a woman. It also happened to people who are celibating, like someone who is practicing celibacy, someone who has stayed for a long period of time without sex. You know that all this while you have been having sex, but because of one reason or the other, you do not want to have sex again. It is okay, but note that because you are a human, you might be having the need to do this. So you have that thought in your mind, or you will go ahead and do what is called masturbation. When you masturbate, you are simply inviting your spiritual spouse that you need sex. If your spiritual spouse is available, the spiritual spouse will come and rescue you, since your physical man is not there for you. So please note these things so that you won't be confused at the end of the day. That is another factor. Like I said, find out through consultation if the spiritual spouse settlement was done by someone who is truly called. It is not everyone that is called. Let me tell you, you might be working with someone pertaining spiritual work, using your own energy to initiate whatever job that is being done. Like telling, maybe is a woman, she is on her period. Let me take for instance, like I'm a woman now and I'm on my period and I need to do somebody's job because it is urgent. I will be the one to direct someone else to do it. Okay, do this, but my hand is not going to touch it. Whereas I will be directing them on what to do. That is it. Now, if you have done all this your research and you've concluded that the person that handled your job or the energy that was used in handling your job is a genuine one, it is not a diabolic energy. It is not something evil, because some of your spiritual spouse do not accept this. If you have ascertained this, and then you can tell yourself categorically that, yeah, it was done and was done properly, and yet the spiritual spouse won't let you be. Come on with me. Let us talk about it. Before I came out to talk about this consultation, I first of all used Colonaut to ask for permission before doing this, because this is not an easy task, but because this is a spiritual calling and a call for humanity, I have to let you know how to do it. In case you do not have money anymore to keep running helter skelter, so you can possibly do this in your home. Okay, because if I say I have to wait till you have money to do this, what about the things that it's obstructing for you? It's possible that the spiritual spouse might even be the reason that job that you have been looking for so long, you have not gotten it. Your spiritual spouse might be the reason your business has not been booming very well. So where will you even get the money to do this again? As long as you know that you have done this once, twice, thrice, more than, and it has not been effective, go ahead and do this. If you are enjoying this video, this live story, can I get a thumbs up, please? So that I will know that, yes, you are with me. All right. I had to take permission from my Ezumezu before coming on here to talk about this topic. It's not an easy one. It is not everyone that can reveal this to you. All right? Yes. Now, if you have done this, then you have to start getting yourself ready to do separation. Yes, you heard me right. This time around, you have done all that you have to do as a human being to make your spiritual spouse see reasons that you are now a human being and you need to be. You're welcome. And you need to excel in your earthly mission. And your spiritual spouse is seriously adamant, very stubborn. This is a case that is being presented in the spiritual realm. You are going to be on the winning side because you have done exactly what your spiritual spouse wanted from you. There was an agreement in the spiritual realm as well as in the physical realm during this settlement. But for some reasons, maybe because your spiritual spouse is so obsessed with you, or your spiritual spouse sees himself as the king in the spiritual realm while you are his king, while you are his queen, or he is or she is a queen while you are her king. Therefore, it has decided to be a thorn on your flesh. Now, if this case is presented in the spiritual realm before the spirits, you will not lose the case, because what we do, that is why we say Ojiofogana. When you are standing on the path of truth, you will excel. Justice is what we are talking about. Now, do not worry, because we are going to be doing a successful separation. This separation, need I remind you that this separation is not something that will affect you in any way. It simply means that we are together. Yes, we've been together all this while. You needed my help. I need your help. Both of you are helping each other. Now, all of a sudden, the other person, when we were together, when we were friends, right? Or husband and wife, you are okay, you requested for things from me, right? And I provided it. Now, I made my own request and you refused to grant my request. Have you seen that the relationship is not working? Just like in physical marriage, they will tell you we are separated but not divorced. Till death do you part. Now, this is what you are going to be doing with your spiritual spouse. You are going to be separated from your spiritual spouse so that your spiritual spouse will stop attacking you, stop having sex with you aggressively, that is attracting you negative things, attracting your failures and backwardness. So this is just like separation. Let's separate. As we separate, let me get my career. Let me pursue my dreams. Let me get what I want. Okay? If it is okay by your spiritual spouse, then let him or her request for something that will be proper, so that by the time you give him or her that particular thing in the beginning, everything will turn out well. But if it is not okay, then this time around, you are going to be separated temporarily from your spiritual spouse, at least so that he will allow you to get married. Yes. You can renew it over time if you wish. You can renew it over time if you wish, but ensure that you have tried the settlement. It failed you. All right. Go and get me something like this. Something like this. Can you see? Yes. The one that is as big as this. It is called burner. Get me burner. Get me charcoal. Put it inside there. You are going to be in a room, right? You are going to be in a room, your room, or a room that you are going to be alone. Go and get me. It is done. This can be done in two ways. It can be done in two ways. The first way is using the heart of a male goat. We call it mpi. So mpi, that's a ebuno. We call it ebuno. The heart of ebuno. Or using the heart and liver of a fish. Catfish. You know the catfish that we eat, that is from the ones directly from the river. I'm not talking about the house trained one. I'm talking about the one from the river. Go and get it. Why I am telling you this is because it will help you so that you will stop suffering, at least. Now, when you get the heart and the liver of the fish, because I know that this is the one that many people will be able to do. Ebono is very expensive. I don't know if you can afford it. So you get that fish, dissect it, that is, cut it, divide it, and bring out the heart and the liver of the fish. Light up your charcoal and allow it to glow very well. You can now put that the liver and the heart of the fish inside the charcoal. Allow it to burn while you inhale it in your room. When you are doing this ritual, you will be mentioning. Now, before you tell me about diabolic, remember that you can roast your fish alive. Your fish that, from the directly when it's like barbecue, you roast it, and the heart, the liver, everything is being roasted together. So if you bring out the heart and the liver and roast it to solve your problem, I don't know how diabolic that is. Now you put it there and inhale it, and you start stating. You mention, as you're doing that, you will be stating the case directly in front of the spirits. The spirits I'm talking about is not that you're summoning any spirit, but we all have our group. We all have our spirit guides. You will present it that you have done the right thing about the spiritual spouse, but the spiritual spouse has refused to let you be. It has refused you to get married. It has refused you to have your own children. It has stopped you from getting pregnant. It has done a lot of harm than good to you. That you are presenting this case in the spiritual and the physical realm. And you want them to look deeply into this case because you want that sex to stop here and now. Because you don't want to have anything to do with your spiritual spouse again, since it is a very stubborn spirit and it requested for some things you gave to the spiritual spouse and it refused. It took it because the spiritual spouse accepted it. After accepting it, it is still requesting for more. The more it is requesting is the sex that you are not ready to offer to him or her. Therefore, you are separating yourself from any energy that is your spiritual spouse. Need I remind you that you can have more than one spiritual spouses? Yes. So, if you're the type that has, some people will be crying that they settled their spiritual spouse and the spiritual spouse is still disturbing them. It's possible that it is one energy that you settled, the other one is there, or two energies and the other ones. Some of you are actually married from two elements of nature. So by the time you have presented this case, as the heart and the liver of the fish is burning in that charcoal, right? You'll be stating all the things that you are going through. How are you? You're welcome, my dear. You'll be stating all the things that this spiritual spouse has put you through. If you must cry, you can go ahead and cry. It is fine. Whatever it is that you're able to do, you can go ahead and do it. But just state that you do not want any kind of sex anymore. Let the spiritual spouse stay away from you. You don't want it anymore. This is going to be burning while you are letting the spirits know. Because the truth is that if you put it there and just be looking at it, it's as if it's assumed that you are roasting your fish. But when you mention it, when you know that you are mentioning that you do not want to have anything, absolutely nothing to do with this your spiritual spouse anymore. You want to be having good dreams when you sleep. You don't want someone you know, coming to you to sleep with you, without any form of agreement, right? Yes. So you will, after saying it, you will just stay there while everything burns down. Okay? Yes. Just stay there. You inhale the smoke, let out your mind, free yourself of any bad energy and all that. You inhale it, talk to the universe. Open up, talk, because your mouth, your speech, what you are saying is serves as what is going to activate the spiritual work, the ritual that is going right before you. Remember that you do not want to do this where someone is. So if you do not have a particular place where you're going to do it, just leave it. When you have a place, you can do it, because you need total concentration. You need total concentration for this ritual. All right. When you are done, it doesn't matter how long it takes for it to burn down, right? If your charcoal goes up, make sure that you are there with your lighter so that you can put it on again and continue from where you stop, because there is no peace for the wicked. Since your spiritual spouse has turned as an enemy to you, now you are going to be separating from it for a while so that you can achieve what you want to achieve in life. Okay, yes. So now, when it is done burning, okay, gather the ashes. Gather the ashes of it, go and bury it. You can look for anywhere where you can dig a hole, put it inside the hole, and cover it. Okay, before you leave, take your nzu. This is your nzu, which is your white chalk. All right, nzu is for purity. Nzu is for attraction of blessings. It's for things, any good thing you want to receive, you will start speaking. When you are speaking, right? I've told you guys, can you see me? I've told you guys how to pray with Nzu. As you are praying with Nzu, right? Use your tip of your finger like this, and be scratching it. Be scratching the Nzu, like right? Mm? You be scratching it so that the Nzu will be dropping. Okay, like this. It means that the earth is a witness to what you are, to your prayer points, right? And the earth has received it. The air, the water, okay, the sun, all of them, they are witnesses, and they are going to grant you your heart desires, right? Even if you do not have kola nut, you can also use kola nut to pray and ask for whatever it is that you need. Okay, if it's a job that you have been battling with job, and you've done the spiritual spouse over and over again, yet you are not getting any result at all, right? Just go ahead and do it. After praying with the Nzu, for some of you, after the live I did, some people came to ask me what Edo is. I'm surprised. This is Edo. Can you see Edo? This is Edo. It's not difficult to get. Just go to any spiritual shop. Tell them you need Edo. All right. Yes. I don't know what it's called in Yoruba, but I don't know either what it's called in English. What I know this with is colored chalk too. Yeah, that's what I call it. So just go to where they sell spiritual items. Okay. When you get there, tell them you need this. They will give it to you. For some of you that will ask me if you can use the male Nzu or the female Nzu, my dear, any Nzu that you can get, just go ahead and get it. Use it for this exercise. All right? Yes. Now, after praying with it and asking for all that you want, maybe all the things that has been denied, that the spiritual spouse has denied you over the years, okay? After praying, after the prayers and all that, you just go. Go with this alligator pepper, okay? Take 7 seeds of alligator pepper. Chew it in your mouth, okay? After chewing it, you splash it in the air 4 times. 2 at the front, east, west, then turn behind, north and south. That is it. Come and see what will happen. As long as you know that Please, if you're just joining this live, do not start from the middle. Start from the beginning. I know it's going to be a little bit long, but it's better you get it correctly. Don't go and make mistakes that will make things to be negative for you instead of the positive. All right, yes. So please start from the beginning, watch the live, you will understand everything. Now, this is the first part that you can do. If you can do another one, there is another one you can do. If you have settled your spiritual spouse and it still keeps coming to you, all right, yes. Now, go and get a picture. Go to the internet or wherever, maybe your um, favorite celebrity, favorite actor, favorite actress, whoever it is that you've been admiring but you've never seen the person, you've never used your eye to see the person. You might even be a secret lover, maybe you have someone that you're admiring but you can't have anything to do with the person. Just go and print the person's picture. If you can get the picture, all right, get the picture, print it, then make an altar. It is called a spiritual spouse altar, right? Yes. Make an altar where you keep a table, then you get a white cloth, spread it on top of the table. Then when you spread it, you get the picture, place it on the table, get a white bowl, right? Yes. Put water inside it and keep on top of the table. Get fruits, banana, anything that you like, any kind of fruits that you like, but banana must be inclusive. You can get orange, you can get pineapple, you can get watermelon, whatever fruit that you love so much, add it to banana, right? Then you put it together and keep it on top of this table. When you drop it on top of the table, then you get a drink, right? It could be Fanta, any drink that is very sweet. It could be Fanta, it could be Mirinda, it could be any drink that is colored and very sweet. Then, if you know that you are the kind of person that likes to take alcohol, then you can get a little bit of alcohol, keep it on top of it, all right, and use it to talk to your spiritual spouse. Okay, yes, use it to talk to your spiritual spouse. You tell your spiritual spouse that, yes, we are now friends. I've settled you. Please, can we remain friends? I do not want you to keep coming to sleep with me, to have sex with me. I'm talking about spiritual spouses that are absolutely stubborn, very stubborn to the extent that they do not care. So these are the kind of spiritual spouses that I'm talking about. So you tell the spiritual spouse, let's be friends, attract me blessings, attract me a good man that will love me, that will take care of me, that will be in marriage with me, that won't be having issues. All right? Yes. That's it. And if you're lucky to have a husband or maybe a wife that still understands spirituality and is not negative about spirituality, you can join the person's picture. The type of picture, maybe the opposite sex that he or she also admires, they can be there while they attract you guys blessings. For some of you that have two spiritual spouses, you have to do same. Two pictures on that table. While you go there, like when you are praying, you tell your spiritual spouse, look at this job I'm going for. You are in the spiritual realm. You understand these things more than I do. And I know that if you rush there before me to help me and grab this job, instead of coming to sleep with me all the time and attracting me negativities, you can go there and grab me this opportunity. I'll be very happy. Remember, I'll keep changing your fruits and your drinks all the time. And that is it. When you do this, these are the things that I have been the solution that I have given out, all right, to so many people who come and tell me, even though they didn't do it with me, even though they didn't do the job with me, they still tell me that, oh, I did this spiritual spouse settlement 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and all that. I say, okay, no problems. If you know that you've done it, right, go and do this, and it works for them. All right, thank you very much for watching. I love you. If you have any questions, please can you drop the questions for me right now? I will attend to it. Okay, yes. Some of you if you have questions, for some of you that are complaining on WhatsApp, that you send me a message on WhatsApp, I am sorry. Please, I'm very sorry. Please see See, when you come to my WhatsApp, can you kindly go straight to the point? All right, yes, it's okay to ask about how I'm feeling and all that, but like, how am I feeling? I answer you. Now, you start talking about other things. No, it's not okay because I have a lot of people that I'm attending to. So please just go ahead, go straight to the point. Tell me what your problem is, then I will advise you on the best way to go around it. Okay? All right. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. See you all in my next one. Bye bye.